I am actually going to talk about our experience. I'm part of the digital development team of the bank, and our objective is to see how digital technologies can be implemented in the governance in the development sector to make a difference. And personally, my own experience, which I'll be talking about, comes from I was the task team leader for the National E-Governance project. It's called Digital India now. And the municipalities and both villages, the rural development were very keen, very important core areas in that program. They still are. Our experience on three very critical projects, state-level projects and urban development projects. These are the states of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, and Andhra Pradesh. I think only three states where urban development has been done fully at the state level, and we have been able to roll out systems in all 100% municipalities in all the three states. So what is this so unique about it? And I think the session is also about what is happening globally and what can we learn or what we should not learn from the global experience. So let me talk about what is happening globally. Globally, the urbanization trend is moving at a very fast pace. And as per the United Nations estimate, 66 to 70% of the population over the next decade will actually be in the urban areas. And as far as India is concerned, India is following that trend very, very closely, the global trend. So that means the urbanization challenge will become a very big challenge, actually a bigger challenge. It's already a very big challenge here, and if you see, our cities are bursting at their seams. We have several cities which have become the most polluted cities. We are facing huge problems in terms of resources in the cities to be able to cater to the number of the urban population which is growing every day. So that is the real challenge. And to address that, so that is one piece of the challenge. And the second is that on the technology side, the technology is growing at a very fast pace. So how do we keep up? And the third, which is not a challenge, which is actually an opportunity, is that India is a unique case. Unlike the global phenomena, the advanced countries where smart cities have been taken individually by the cities itself. If you see the best of the smart cities, these are city initiatives. There is a very different model there. There are mayors and there are leaders in the cities who have taken lead. India has come up with a very different model where I think first time in the world 100 smart city mission has been. So this is a very, very different way of implementing urban governance, and it provides both a set of challenges and opportunities. So we should also understand that there are reports that in India, the expert reports which are coming, that 70% of the GDP contribution will come from cities. So we are the cities will become actually the drivers of economic growth. So that's where the growth is coming from. The population is moving. And we are also, the cities are also the biggest contributors of environment, garbage, all the problems which are getting created. So there are both sides of it. And I think smart city is an opportunity to address that challenge, to implement technologies, to address those challenges, and to see that this 100 Smart City mission is a success. So let's come to what can be done. Based on our experience in the three states, we realized that we first did computerization and application of digital technology at the city level, ULB level, because there was no connectivity at that time. I'm talking about the last 10 years. And what we had to do, for example, in Tamil Nadu was implement systems and data centers and IT teams in all 166 municipalities in the state of Tamil Nadu, create a small ICT infrastructure, implement IT solutions, and every single change in the system meant our team going to 160 different locations and making those changes. That actually changed when National E-Governance Program came in, and we had state data centers and SWANs, which were statewide area networks. So that allowed us to connect the municipalities to the state data center. So that is the role of connectivity here. And we were able to actually provide services, or something like 20 to 25 different modules were implemented in each municipality, and municipal services were delivered through those systems. And finally, in the latest project, we moved everything to a cloud, so it's not even a data center in the state. In the state of Andhra Pradesh, which had to move out from Hyderabad overnight, there was no state data center. So the entire system for all 110 municipalities has moved on to the cloud. So that is how technology is making a difference, where all these new technologies which are coming in are helping us meet the urban challenge. But this was only a very, very small piece. This was what we were calling e-governance. And these were only delivery of services to the citizen. The smart city challenge actually presents a challenge which is, if not 20 to, I think, 25 times more challenging than what e-governance was. So I'd like to introduce two main concepts here. One was that it's not about municipalities, it's about all agencies which work in the city. So how do we bring, when we were working with the state governments, we found that water sometimes is part of the municipality, sometimes it's not. Energy is another agency. Traffic is another agency. Waste management sometimes is part of municipality. Health is another. How do we bring, if you look at the global stage, the way how smart cities have been implemented, there are roughly 15 to 20 different agencies which actually are part of the smart city program. Therefore, I think to bring all these agencies together is one of the biggest challenges, and that's where digital platforms come in. This is one very, very important component of smart cities that we have to learn from the global experience, that it's not about municipality, it's about allowing 20 different, we can't have these watertight compartments of every agency building their own citizen database, own GIS maps, own ICT infrastructure. That is not a smart way, that's actually a very dumb way of doing it. So we have to bring all these agencies together. And platforms like 5 we actually, when we started working on this, we scanned across the globe and to find out that if these are our requirements, which are the platforms which meet those requirements. Actually, I'd like to compliment 5 here, which came out to be the winner in terms of maximum number of boxes which were ticked in terms of meeting our requirements. And that's why we actually went for a pilot and a prototype using 5 to showcase what can be done if we create a digital platform. So that is one. The second the challenge comes from the technology side, and there are multiple IR4, the Industry Revolution 4.0 technologies, which range from IoTs to data analytics to artificial intelligence to GIS to whole lot of these technologies. Where do we implement these? Should we be implementing in each application, or can we implement it at the platform level and have the data, the technologies in a common platform which multiple applications can use the same data? I'm taking the example of Aadhaar. If Aadhaar is one single database which multiple applications can use, then I think we are heading towards that kind of a stack of platforms where common data in the city can come in. And again, I think the digital platform is the way to go. The third piece is about not just the technology piece, but the piece about how do we work, co-create and collaborate. A smart city challenge cannot be addressed by the government or municipality or government agencies alone. We'll have to work, knowledge, the innovation is in the private sector, and how do we work collaboratively with the private sector, with the citizen agencies, with the academia, with the research institutions. And again, if we are able to provide a digital platform where all this data and all the IR 4.0 technologies are enabled, we will be able to bring core technologies which are municipal finance, HR, citizen service. We'll be able to bring Ola's, Uber's, and other hundreds of other private sector agencies who can use the same data and provide. And we can bring the new startups, new engineers who are coming out of engineering institutes. They can start up new apps and again work on the same platform. So that is the vision where we are working towards. And that is where the importance of connectivity, importance of IR 4.0 technologies, and a platform which is enabled with all this comes in. The smart city, the urban, right now, cities are facing a huge problem. They actually depend on central and state subsidy. Can we actually make these cities financially sustainable and independent? That is the vision, and that will be a huge contribution. It can be actually 1 to 2% contribution to our GDP. That's the way to go.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.